welcome to math class. Ooh, if you're watching this in the morning, you might be watching this in the evening. In that case, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Miss you, and I can't wait till we're back together again. Hopefully that will be soon, but you never know. Until then, let's keep practicing on our videos. Ready? We're gonna start off with our measures again today. Here we are. I'm gonna shuffle them up so that they're a little different from your last time seeing these. Okay. Don't look at this one. 1 yard equals 3 feet. 1 hour equals 60 seconds. 1 day equals 24 hours. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 yard equals 36 inches. 1 quart equals 2 pints. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 1 pint equals 2 cups. 1 yard equals 3 feet. Excellent. Okay, let's get started now with your multiplication facts. So we've gone over the 2's table and the 3's table, so hopefully you have those both memorized by now. And we're going to go over now our 4's table, which is what you're working on memorizing. So let's start with 4 times 0 equals 0. 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. Make sure you're saying these out loud with me. 4 times 4 equals 16. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 times 7 equals 28. 4 times 8 equals 32. 4 times 9 equals 36. 4 times 10 equals 40. 4 times 11 equals 44. And lastly, 4 times 12 equals 48. Nice job. For today's lesson, we're learning about multiplication with carrying. So just like a couple lessons ago, we talked about multiplying when you have 2 digits with one of your factors. Well, we still have 2 digits, but this time we need to carry. And we do it just like we do it when we add. It's no different. It's a piece of cake. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's do it together. 2 times 8. Because remember, we start with our bottom number and multiply it by the number right above it, the number in the ones place first. Then we move over to the tens place. So I'm starting with my ones place. 2 times 8 equals, you remember? 16. Very good. So I put the 6 down here. But just like when I'm adding, I don't put 16 like that. No. I can only put one number. So I put the first digit of my number, the 6. The second digit, the 1, I carry to the next number. Now I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. And now I add that answer to the number that I carried. I don't multiply, I add to the number that I carried. So let's do it again. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So that means that 28 times 2 is 56. Let's look at another one. 45 times 3. Let's multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. So I put my 5 down here and I carry the 1, just like in adding. Now I multiply. 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 1 that I carried is 13. Very good. And just like with addition, when you get to the end and you have 2 digits, you write them both. So it's just like addition. You add the number that you carried to the answer after you multiplied. Okay, we'll keep practicing that on your paper today. Now also on your paper, you're going to see us work a little bit with money. So first of all, you're going to see numbers like these ones on my board. These aren't the same numbers, but you'll see numbers like these. You need to put in the dollar sign and decimal point. Super easy. Remember, all you do is count. 1, 2, punto. And then the dollar sign at the end of your numbers. So look at this one, 276. Start here at the end. 1, 2, punto, dollar sign. Okay? So let's look at the last one. Start over here, all the way on the end. 1, 2, punto, and then dollar sign at the end. So work just like that. Then you're also going to be counting some money. So this one is the same as the one that's on your paper. So we're going to do that in just a second when we get to that on your paper. So for now, I want you to make sure that you have page 43 out and ready to go. If you do not, pause the video and get that now. Okay. Number 1 says write the products. Remember to carry when necessary. Let's talk through letter A together. 25 times 2. Start with your 2 on the bottom and multiply it by your number in the ones place, 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So you put your 0 down first. Carry your 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus the 1 that you carried is 5. So your answer is 50. Very good. Keep going just like that with the rest of this section. Number 2, use your ruler to draw the lines. You need 5.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and 6 inches. Remember that 1/2 inch is when your line stops halfway between the two numbers. So 5.5 inches is halfway between 5 and 6. 1.5 inches is in the middle between 1 and 2. Number 3, write as dollars and cents like we did on the board. Number 4, solve the story problem. Emily and her 2 friends each have 5 hats. How many hats do the 2 girls have all together? Remember when you see that word each, what you need to do? Multiply, because you have 2 girls. Girl 1 has 5, girl 2 has 5. So I multiply 2 times 5. So do that in your workspace. Oops, excuse me. I take that back. Let's fix that. It's Emily and her 2 friends. So how many girls are there? There's 3 girls, not 2 girls. I misread the problem. 3 girls, okay? So there's 3 girls and they each have 5 hats. So 5 for girl 1, 5 for girl 2, and 5 for girl 3. So it's 3 times 5. All right, look at number 5 on page 44. This is what I have here on the board. Write the values. So you have both some dollar bills that you see there, some paper money. You also have some coins. We always start with our largest paper money and our largest coins. When we count, we always start with the largest coins, the largest paper money to count. Okay? So let's start by counting our coins. We're going to start with the coins and then go to the paper money. So look here at my coins. Let me move a little bit so you can see them better. Okay. Here are my coins. We have a $50, a quarter, a nickel, and 2 pennies. Our $50, remember how many cents that's worth? 50 cents. 50 cents. Our quarter is worth how many cents? 25. good. And how much for our nickel? 5 cents. And our pennies are each 1 cent. So let's start with our half dollar, our biggest coin. So that is 50. Plus 25 more, 75. Plus 5 more, 80. Plus 1, 81. Plus 2, or plus 1 more, excuse me, 82. So I have 82 cents. My coins are 82 cents. Now I'm going to count my paper money. See there that you have the 5 and you have a 10 on your paper. So I start with my largest, 10, plus 5 more is 15. So I have $15.82. Do the same thing with letter B, but in letter B, you have 2 dimes. Remember how much dimes are worth? 10 cents. So count your 2 dimes that are worth 10 cents each. Number 6 says write the time. Don't forget, you count your minutes by 5s, and then start counting by 1s if your minute hand is in between your numbers. So count by 5s, then start counting by 1s if it's in between 2 numbers. Number 7, set the clocks. 5:30. Remember, halfway in between 5 and the next hora, which is 6, is 30 minutes. So set your clock to the hour hand in between 5 and 6, and the minute hand for 30 minutes. And letter B, 11:45. Remember, that is 15 minutos antes de 12. Number 8, round to the nearest 10. Remember our rule. Our rule is if your number behind the number you're rounding is 5 or greater, round up. If it's 4 or less, keep it the same. So letter A, 57. I'm rounding to the nearest 10. My 5 is in the tens place. Look at the number behind the 5 to tell you what to do. The number is 7. Is it 5 or greater, or is it 4 or less? 7 is 5 or greater, so I'm going to round up. I round the 5 up to the next number, which is 6. So 57 rounds to 60. Okay, do the rest on your own. And number 9, you're rounding to the nearest 100. Your brain booster, you need to count your dollars, so count those carefully. Then at the bottom, you need to write the 3 times table on a separate piece of paper and add commas and circle the 100,000s place. So whatever digit is in the 100,000s place, go ahead and circle that. All right, have a wonderful day, guys. I love you and I miss you. Bye.